Hi folks, it's Arnold here. I hope this finds you well as Christmas approaches. As the song goes, it's the most wonderful time of the year. And that will be true for many despite this pandemic. But for others it will be a sad time because a loved one is no longer there to celebrate together with you. I pray you will know God's comfort and peace this Christmas as you reflect on the reason for this season. The greatest story that has ever been told is worth more to our world than all its silver or gold. Gold does have material value on earth, but this story's about a miraculous birth. The baby boy born in obscurity that night was none other than God's Son, his greatest delight. The young virgin who held this babe in her arms was already aware of his heavenly charms. An angel had said, "You'll give birth to a son, the long-promised Messiah. He will be that one." Mary said, "I'm a virgin, how can this be true?" Gabriel replied, "It's because God's favour's on you. By God's power you'll conceive and give birth to a son. His name will be Jesus, and he'll be the one who will reign forever. His kingdom won't end, for he'll be the Saviour God promised to send." Just as Gabriel had promised, her baby was born in a stable in Bethlehem that first Christmas morn. That night shepherds heard from an angelic choir, "A child has been born who would set hearts on fire." So they found the baby in a Bethlehem stable. As they worshipped him there, at last they were able to get rid of the shame they so long had felt, being despised as shepherds, there as they knelt. Then came some wise men who had travelled so far. They worshipped with gifts, having followed a star. He arrived in God's time all those long years ago, when our world was in darkness, though it didn't know. The entire human race that was in such a mess weren't aware he was sent with the purpose to bless. A Saviour was needed who would rescue our race, which had badly messed up and fallen from grace. Prophets foretold what God had helped them to see. A Saviour would come who would set the world free. We all love a hero, stand in awe of their deeds. But he's a true hero who can meet all our needs. He grew into manhood with power to perform good deeds for the needy, miracles out of the norm. But his purpose was not to condemn or reign. It was to free us from Satan, for he is to blame for the chaos and darkness human beings were in. And by his death on the cross, our freedom to win. No matter our colour, our race, or our creed, Jesus came to save us and meet our great need. Dear friend, I can't give you riches untold, but I can give you something that's worth more than gold. Faith in Jesus will give you forgiveness of sin, a great future on earth, and then heaven with him. So, my friend, please consider why Christ's the real reason to celebrate Christmas in this wonderful season. Thanks very much for taking the time to listen to my poem. I hope it was enjoyable and helpful to you. Please feel free to share it with anyone you think might appreciate it. If you would like to hear some more, then just press the subscribe button. In the meantime, keep well and be blessed.